Since Elvis Presley died, fans have wondered for years, is the Graceland mansion haunted? Do people feel his spirit there?
Absolutely. I do feel his spirit is here, yes. I mean, you do feel it. It's very surreal, but it's very, you just, there's a energy here. And people who've been here have said that.
Many people who lived at Graceland have had strange, unexplained experiences not only after the death of Elvis in 1977, but also after the death of his mother in 1958. In fact, many of these ghostly events took place upstairs at Graceland.
It sounds kind of, a little heebie-jeebie, but at Graceland sometimes I would feel her presence. I could just kind of feel her spirit.
In this video, we will discuss several eyewitness accounts about strange and spooky experiences people had at Graceland. Does this mean that the mansion is haunted? You be the judge. Nancy Rooks, one of Elvis Presley's housekeepers at Graceland, described many unexplained experiences she had while working at Graceland after Elvis died. 2 weeks after Elvis's funeral, Nancy was alone cleaning downstairs in the TV room. She heard the laundry room door slam shut. Quote, "It slammed shut with such force that I assumed someone was mad and had slammed it deliberately." Nancy describes immediately stepping into the hallway and then inside the laundry room to see who it was, but no one was there. Then she ran up the stairs to see if anyone was up there. Aunt Delta was in the jungle room reading a magazine. Nancy asked her if she had seen anyone come up the stairs. Delta said, quote, "No, Nancy, no one else has been up those stairs except you. Was that you slamming the door down there?" Nancy said, quote, "I was so unnerved that I couldn't even tell her what had just happened. How could I explain something that I didn't even understand myself?" Nancy also described other eerie events that happened after Elvis died, including the light in the kitchen would start swaying back and forth for no apparent reason. The front doorbell would ring at night, but there would be no one there. The lights in one or more of the trophy cases would suddenly go on and off again completely on their own. And also, in the trophy room, she felt someone tugging on her leg as she lay down on one of the raised platforms because she felt sick. Quote, "When I did open my eyes and looked down to see who it was, there was no one there. The room was completely empty except for me. And I know that I felt someone pulling on my leg," unquote. Do you believe that Graceland is haunted? Let us know in the comments below. But even before Elvis died, the truth is that Graceland was most likely haunted for years by Elvis's mother, Gladys. In fact, by all accounts, Elvis was aware of it and seemed to be okay with it. Jeannie LeMay witnessed one of these events. Jeannie was best friends with Elvis's girlfriend, Linda Thompson, in the 1970s, and she spent a lot of time at Graceland with both Linda and Elvis. She was there when Linda first met Elvis, and also the first time Linda went to Graceland.
We sat and talked for a while, and Red West was there, and I brought Jeannie with me because, of course, I wasn't going to go by myself, being a proper young girl. So I took Jeannie with me, and we went for rides on the golf cart. They had like 14 acres, I think, at Graceland, and in the back area there used to be corn. They used to grow corn there, and so we called them the corn rows because there were still the indentations and the divots left in the earth from the corn rows, and we would take the golf carts over those corn rows and just, knock our teeth out. But that was fun for him, and Jeannie and Red rode on the back, and he and I rode around. And
one day when Jeannie was staying at Graceland during Christmas 1973, she was talking to Elvis upstairs in his bedroom. Elvis was telling her about how he grieved for his mother while he was serving in the army in Germany.
When he went back to Germany, he said he was up in his Jeep, up in the mountains, and he yelled, "Mama, Mama." But when he said, "Mama, Mama," the lights flickered. Like when he said "Mama," and then they came back on, and then it flickered when he said "Mama" again. And then I just looked at him and looked around and went, "What the heck is this?" And then Linda came flying out of the bathroom and said, "What the hell is going on?" And I said, "You don't even want to know."
Although Elvis never admitted it, Jeannie believed that it was the spirit of Gladys Presley that was causing the lights to flicker.
He didn't blink an eyelash. He knew, I think, too, that his mom was there. A lot of people have said this. If you read the books, that Graceland was haunted, that Graceland had his mother's presence. She walked around the halls.
Later, Linda told Jeannie about another strange incident at Graceland. Linda said that Elvis was having a temper tantrum. In the middle of it, quote, they heard the crash of a lightning strike coming from the back of the house. Within a minute or two, she said, someone came rushing upstairs to tell them that lightning had struck the statue of Jesus in the meditation garden. It had apparently caused enough damage that it had to be repaired. Linda said it had shaken everyone up, including Elvis himself, unquote. Even Priscilla wrote about haunted encounters in her book, Elvis and Me. When Priscilla lived at Graceland with Elvis in the 1960s before they got married, Minnie Mae and her caretaker Hattie told Priscilla they believed the attic might be haunted. They would hear strange noises at night. Priscilla explained, quote, Grandma imagined that it might be Gladys's spirit up there watching over Elvis, unquote. Miss Priscilla, Hattie said, all I can tell you is that I hear strange voices I ain't never heard before in any house I've ever been in. But don't worry, child. If there are any spirits, they'll do you no harm. Elvis's housekeeper, Nancy Rooks, started working at Graceland in May 1967. She recalled how, at one point, Elvis tried to reach his mother's spirit by lighting candles in her memory upstairs in his bedroom. Quote, he went through several days and nights where he burned a lot of candles, as well as incense, up in his bedroom trying to communicate with Gladys. Nancy was the one who had to clean off the wax that dripped onto several pieces of furniture as well as the carpet. She said she was afraid that Elvis was going to burn the house down. Nancy was also told by Grandma and the other maids that they believed Gladys' spirit was present in the house. Quote, I started hearing footsteps upstairs when I knew that no one was up there, Nancy explained. Or I would hear a faint voice coming from a room, and when I would go in to see who it was, there would be no one there. It got to the point where I would find myself saying to no one there, I know you're here, Mrs. Gladys, and that's okay, unquote. Nancy admitted about all the strange happenings she experienced at Graceland, quote, it could be unnerving at times, especially if I were by myself at night and something like that would go on. Nancy concluded, I've finally allowed myself to believe that there are certain things that took place at Graceland that I'll never understand. To learn more about secrets about the upstairs at Graceland, watch this video. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like this video to help this channel grow. For more fascinating facts about Elvis, pick up one of Trina Young's 4 Elvis books. Read a free excerpt at elvisbiography.net. Please subscribe to this channel and ring the bell for notifications of future videos. And keep watching more Elvis videos here.